My video for November 26th, 2018 is video number 2919, and the title is Strong Nations, Free People, and Peace on Earth. Since childhood, I have had a vision of my life purpose and role I still keep on playing as I make my daily videos. The joint themes of these videos has always been political corruption and spiritual awakening. Much has transpired in the past 200 years plus, or 200 plus years is what I wrote, since the founding of the United States Republic. The international bankers and their complicit bar attorneys continue to run roughshod over human rights, and the world remains in a war of the mind against the corruption, against this corruption. All wars are products of human ignorance, and without a real awakening, we cannot have strong nations, free people, or peace on earth. War is a business, and the money trap is the tool of human enslavement. Again, I ask, will the loving Creator assume responsibility for creation and remedy the enormous problems that continue to face humanity on an insane planet? What will it take to become liberated from the widespread deception that enslaves humanity? And because I did not record this video this morning when the other video went live because I was physically exhausted, having had to struggle for over an hour to get my older computer, which I do the timing on for the videos, to get it to open up the sleep music that I play every night while I'm sleeping. And it's really working for me. It's helping me to sleep better. Although, even though I didn't go to bed till almost 1 a.m., I was still able to get up before 4:30 and get my other video up, but I just didn't want to take the time to record and process the video that I'm now making. And so I added a sentence to the blurb that's going to go up. I encourage everyone to read the comments made by my friend Phil Rowe on the previous video as posted on YouTube. And indeed, he provides a wealth of information that everyone needs to take into account as you look at the world that we now live in and look at the current events and realize that not just the United States government, but all mind control systems, which is what government means, have been operated by charlatans, by those who are very deceptive and have committed horrific and humongous crimes against humanity on every place in this world, on this planet. Every nation, every subdivision of nations, all of it has been corrupted because somebody has allowed criminals to run a world. And I know how frustrated some people get with me when they keep telling me, Ron, it's up to us, it's up to us. Well, how can we, if we as a human population remain ignorant, ever overcome the hurdles imposed by those who have ruled by deception? It just isn't going to happen without some kind of an event that shakes humanity to its very core and gets us out of the web of deceit, what by some means gets us to awaken to the fact that we are powerful creators, but we don't remember that we are. And even those of us that do have an inkling, as I do, I don't know how to turn on all of the codons that have been turned off. I don't know how to break through the impasse that I face in my personal life. I've tried repeatedly throughout my life to do things that would liberate me. I have expanded beyond the religious narrowness that I was raised in. I have expanded beyond the political culture in which we were not taught the truth. And it's a political culture, folks. It's a spiritual and political culture, and it has an effect on our spiritual development as human beings. That's why it's been operating like this, and that's why the people that are actually, or the beings that are actually in charge on this planet, seem so utterly nefarious to me. It's an absolute criminal conspiracy, and there is no statute of limitations against a conspiracy of this nature that is based on fraud. And the whole thing is fraud. Phil Rowe, in all of the information that he provided, and it's a lot of information. I mean, he posted several posts that quoted Supreme Court rulings and all sorts of findings that people have had in regard to the original 13th Amendment and in regard to the conspiracy from the very beginning in the founding of this nation to set up a system of control that would allow the King of England and the Pope and all of the religions that grew up out of the papacy to exert control over humanity and keep humanity ignorant. An ignorant people can never be a free people. And we can never have peace on earth as long as war is the most profitable of all businesses, where the bankers pay both sides to fight each other and destroy not only lives, but property and everything else. And then they also pay to rebuild what's been destroyed. Of course, they can't give back the lives that have been taken. They have no way of restoring not only individual lives, but restoring the collective knowledge of humanity that was taken from us as a result of the chicanery and the deception that have been so prevalent for so long. I mean, I'm only going back 200-300 years, but in fact, it's been going on far longer than that, as I keep on saying. For millennia, there has been a gross deception, and the culprit, and people hate it when I say this, the culprit is the loving Creator, who says, okay, anything goes. Well, no, anything doesn't go. There can't be law if anything goes. Law has to have punishments attached to those that break it. And those punishments have to be enforced. And if they're not enforced, those that continue to break the law continue to get away with it, and there's no retribution. There's nothing to fix the problem. And we have to come up with a way to fix the problem, and that involves both the Creator and we, the creation, taking responsibility and becoming empowered. But I don't know how to empower Ron Van Dyke. I've tried my very best to stand apart from the system. And when they stole my house, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. And what's the point of continuing to research and find all the problems if we can't remedy the problems that we find? And without remedy, there is no solution. Without remedy, we cannot be free. Without remedy, there can be no peace on earth. We cannot have strong individual nations that work cooperatively for the benefit of humanity, which I think should be the goal of us all. Thank you, folks, for listening, and as always, namaste.